what does this mean for my book? So, good morning. I did not end up touching my doc yesterday. So I have not touched my doc since whatever day was the first episode. Life just been life, and what happened? Pretty much the rest of the day on. Oh, I guess it was Monday. I keep thinking Monday was the 4th of July, but Monday was not the 4th of July. Monday, I think Starbucks gave me dairy because I spent like most of the rest of that day in bed with chills and a fever, and yeah, that wasn't fun. I wish I took myself to the grocery store after that. And then yesterday, I just kind of got sidetracked with like personal life stuff. Today, I could not get myself up. Like, my alarm was going off, and I don't know. I just couldn't get myself up. And I only have a few minutes to get into my doc right now because I have therapy in a little bit, and so I'm gonna try to dive in a bit. Because I want to, I want to get some in because some stuff has come up, which could potentially end up meaning that this is the only time that I have today to work at all. So I'm gonna try to do what I can, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I did briefly end up coming back to the computer on yesterday after therapy, but y'all, like therapy, I can't say it's magically bald because I'm already bald, but yeah. Yesterday, during therapy, my therapist told me that she wants me to, like, always leave with something to work on. My something to work on, between now and my next session is a moment of gratitude every day. And the reason why she wants me to work on this is because I continuously have a problem with enjoying the moment. It's always, okay, what can I improve? What can I do better? What's next? What's the next milestone? And even when I do improve or I do hit these milestones, there's, as much as I want to and as much as I know that I need to, it's very minimal that I like really enjoy and cherish those moments and really kind of absorb the moment. And so that is something that I have to work on. And so I got up and I spent my few minutes with the way that I choose to do it is a journal, even though it makes my hands hurt. So guarantees that the journaling it won't be a long period of time every day. I'm going to try to get a bit of writing in today. It is, sorry, gotta, mouse died, gotta plug it up. Yeah, just a little bit before 7 a.m. and we're leaving tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow on a somewhat impromptu vacation. This was supposed to be just like a little weekend getaway. But then we checked the weather, and the weather is not going to be favorable in Nashville. So we looked at different destinations, and by the time we landed on the destination, or once we chose the destination, we determined that a weekend getaway was not enough. And so now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If my kids were vaccinated, we would be back in Hawaii. Just being completely honest. We love it there, and yeah, but we're not getting on a plane anytime soon. So it had to be drivable, and where we're gonna be going is drivable. It's somewhere we've never been before, and so that's exciting. What does this mean for my book? I'm gonna be writing. And before someone fixes their little fingertips to tell me, no, you should take a break, you should focus on whatever you feel like is this helpful thing that you're going to tell me, don't do that. Nothing would bring me more enjoyment than working on my book on the beach. Like, I would literally love that. And besides that, I have already taken as much of a break as I care to take from writing. I appreciate the concern though. I do. So yesterday I introduced the hero into the mix with this, and this is the point where it's going to be spoilers, and then this video is going to be over after this, because I have a ton to do today, and I really I'm giving myself like an hour to work on my doc today, and then I have not packed either of these kids, so yeah, I got stuff to do, and we got to clean this whole house because I'm coming home to a clean house. So we got a lot to do. Anyway, so my heroine is Haley, and this book opens with her house on fire, literally. And that was a difficult scene because you want to try to get the tension and the terror and all of that of the fire, but this is not a romantic suspense or thriller novel. And so getting into it, but muted enough that it doesn't give that vibe, you know, like it's detailed, and or not like super detailed, but like enough that you're immersed in it without it giving, like I said, like that romantic suspense vibe. I don't know. Hopefully I pulled that off. But so the gist of this is her hero, Ellis, is one of the firefighters that is going to show up at the house because this home is a historic home. It's a home that her ancestors built, and it was taken from the family. And this is set in Blackwood, but it was taken from the family. And let me back up. So the fictional history of Blackwood is that it is named in honor of historic Greenwood. Like it's a nod to Greenwood. You know what Greenwood is. I'm not gonna go into detail because you know Black Wall Street, etc., etc., etc. Essentially something similar happened in Blackwood, but it was not named Blackwood before this happened. There was this period where white people had kind of, you know, saw what was built, decided they wanted it, you know, took it by force, and that's just what happened. But then afterwards, we came back and we took it back, and not by force, just, you know, by, you know, purchasing into it and just kind of slowly, you know, purchasing into it and bringing others along with us, etc., etc. And so eventually Blackwood becomes black again, and it is renamed to Blackwood. I don't know what the name of it was before. That's some history that's going to get built in here. I did not know this about Blackwood before this book. Well, let me reframe that. Well, I knew about what it was named for, because it was named for Greenwood when I named it what I named it. But in terms of its history, in terms of, you know, building it and having it taken and then taking it back, all of that, you know, all of that is new. Like that's happening just now for this book. And I'm excited about that. I like stuff like that. And so building this history into it, but there, you know, as we kind of took it back over, white flight happened, blah, 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 blah. And that is how Haley was able to purchase this home. This is how she was able to get this home back into the hands of her family where it belonged. And so this fire happens due to, you know, some shoddy repair work and remodeling work that happened while it was outside of their family's hands. And Haley has moved into the house. She's purchased the house and moved into the house with the intention of fixing everything and restoring it back to what it should be, fixing blah, blah, blah. And yeah, this happens. And she's all distraught and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then Ellis is going to come along with his dick and his hands and muscles. And Ellis is going to make it all better. Well, the make it all better part is not exactly true, but Ellis is going to come along. There's going to be a one night stand. I think that's going to be, that might be, I don't know, that might be like a thing in all the night shift novels, because I know Lark's story, the storyline that I have in mind for her, Lark's story has a one night stand too. You know what I'm talking about. That's an escape song. Okay, I don't have time to be silly this morning. I kind of have my work cut out for me, because in addition to the one night stand thing, like with equivalent exchange, there was this, how do I frame it? There was this like just maybe slightly paranormal element with, and this is going to be a spoiler for equivalent exchange if you haven't read it, but with Phoenix having come to Lakin in his dreams and told him, you know, telling him that Karis was going to be marked for him, and Karis having the, you know, the bruise or whatever that was shaped like the Phoenix, and, you know, Phoenix coming to Karis in her dream. This just slightly paranormal element that's not really, you know, that's not really the center of the story, but it's present. There's going to be some of that in this one too, but I do not have it completely fleshed out in my head yet, so I'm not going to talk about it yet because I still need to work around it. But just like that slightest bit of magical realism, like that, just it's like a tiny notch on the dial. Gotta figure that out. And 12 hours in a car is plenty of time to figure it out. And that's another reason why I say, you know, I'll be writing, because it's a drive, you know, it's a drive, and then we're gonna be, you know, on the beach, at the hotel. You know, I'm going to be taking some time to do something that I enjoy outside of my family. Not that they won't be like right beside me or anything, but stop talking to me, I'm writing. So yeah, we're gonna get it all figured out. Yeah, it's 5 minutes after 7. I gotta go. I'm gonna try to get like an hour in, and then I'm gonna tackle this very long to-do list. So y'all wish me luck. Yeah. Wish me luck.